hair? How important is your hair to you?
Well, very important. I think it's part of the image, and I've been very lucky with my hair. I mean, I've never had a problem kind of losing it, and still don't. It's still thick, and as I say, I think I've been very fortunate. I mean, poor old Frame had a bit of a tough time with his, because I mean, he used to have such a mane of hair. I mean, he was always known as the long-haired one, you know. And I had long hair down to here, and his was longer and dead straight. He had fantastic hair. And of course, when throwing the heads back, the early thing we used to do, and his mane of hair. And I think it's part of the image of Quo, and it was a shame because Frame really started to struggle because it started to go so thin down the sides here, so he had to eventually put it behind his ears, and then it got a bit thinner, and eventually he had to tie it back. And again, everything happens for a reason. He's become so instantly recognisable now because of his ponytail, because there's not, you know, everybody in rock and roll has got ponytails these days.
I had this club, we called it the No Way Toupee Club, which I was the president, and me and Phil Collins were all the members of the No Way Toupee Club. And it was a couple of years ago, I suppose, and we'd gone to that same place where we did this photo session the other day. And I'd spoken to, on the phone, apparently I was pretty depressed. So, I sigh. And so I get to the photo session and I look in the mirror going, oh, Jesus. And I look in the mirror and think, I sometimes let this band down so bad, you know. They all look so good to me, you know. God, gee. So in comes David Walker, the manager. He said, you okay? I'm all right, yeah, why? He said, you were a bit... I said, well, I was the other day, yeah. He says, you'd have that hair done, you feel a lot better. What? Well, no, it doesn't bother me. I've given up now. I'm not... Well, he said, well, think about it. I said, yeah, I'll think about it. And we just photo sessions going on. I go back in and have a look. I said, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to go down that alley. People said, he said, well, just inquire, you know. So I inquired. And then we inquired. I thought, well, that sounds quite good. Take it and put it on, yeah, like that. And that's it now. I think, though, that what's going to happen is this here, it's going to drop down here. And this is going to stay in the centre all night, neatly laid out, you know. So I'll have to shave it off when I'm older anyway, because it won't work. But no, it's a painless exercise, and it's good. It's, you know, I must admit, it's made me feel a little better. But like with anything, you sort of go, yeah, I've got that now. Whereas, you know, if you can go from, yeah, now that is something else. Whereas it took so many months initially. What happens is they start to grow because they plant them individually. It's microsurgery. They plant them individually, and sometimes they break off, or sometimes they die and then start again. So when you first come back, it's like, hey, this is good. And then they all fall out, and then they're all gone again. And what the... And it didn't start growing the first time until about September. And you can always tell, because I'll be talking, like last week we were working in the studio, I'm chatting away, I'm talking to Rick, and he's going... You can see it looking clean above your foot. Yeah, and it's growing. Right, thanks, okay. So now I've got more focus on my hair than I had when I was losing it.
This is my natural colour. I mean, is there any doubt then that this is... Have a look at the roots, folks. No, I've never dyed my hair. I've never...
No grey?
No, well, a little bit here now, just in the sideboards. I saw some the other day. But I don't know, it's phenomenal, my hair. I'm 52 now. And, or just approaching 52 anyway. And no real signs of grey. And it hasn't changed colour for years. Funnily enough, it does change colour from winter to summer. In the summer, especially if I go in the sea and then lay in the sun and squirt lemons over my head and stuff like that, it goes really blonde. And that's why I suppose over the years people have accused me of dyeing it, but I never have. I would never touch the colour. I don't need to. It is what it is.
For me to suddenly appear, we'd be going bald with so many album covers and pictures and people have of us, and to suddenly appear like, over 2 years, suddenly his hair's grown. What am I going to tell her? Oh, it grew. I put some chicken shit on it. No, I'm sorry, it didn't work, the chicken. So I thought, well, the best thing to do is like me, big mouth. Tell him, what do you think of this? I usually say, in the last few years I've been saying to the crowd at Wembley or on the British tour, particularly when we started, it's really nice to see all the guys are having their hair cut like me, you know, and they laugh. Yeah. Whereas I said I normally say that this year, I'm not saying it anymore, so they laugh again. But it'd be silly to try and hide it. It's like having tits done, they're saying, not me, they grew. Nope. Girls can have that done, so I had my hair done.